I'm in the middle of a vacation in Florida. I drove 800 miles from my house, so it's quite a sizable trip. 262,000 mile 10th Gen F-150, the original engine. And some time ago, I started using that Valvoline Restore and Protect. And I've observed two things that I thought are really interesting on this trip that I wanted to give you an update around. This is not a full deep dive into Valvoline Restore and Protect, but a couple things that you might find interesting. When I started the test with this oil, Valvoline claimed that it would bring your internal engine parts to factory conditions. That means cleaning everything off, get rid of the varnish, all the sludge. And I just thought that was too good to be true, but too good to pass up. This truck was using about a quart of oil every 800 miles. And so I had some blow by, obviously. And I had some piston slap. So there was some noise in the engine that I thought might be able to be resolved through the use of this oil by releasing the rings from the lands on the pistons, because they may have been seized on there from 262,000 miles of use. Well, I can tell you that it has quieted down significantly. The engine is nowhere near as noisy as it used to be, and that seems to be a consistent comment from a lot of people that comment on my videos on this topic. And these videos you should check out in my on my channel. But the other thing I thought was really interesting is something that I found from the Oil Geek dude, or the Oil Geek. I guess he's got a channel, and most of you are familiar with him. He does a lot of testing on various oils. He's an expert in oil. And I wanted to see if what he observed is the same thing I'm observing on my vehicle. Now, it might be a little hard to see, but what he observed by using this oil in his wife's van is that the varnish that was on the dipstick is starting to be removed. Now, you can see here there's some significant varnish on this section of the dipstick, but up here where the oil normally sits, all that varnish seems to have been, or is being removed. There's still a little bit there, but it's cleaner as you get closer to the tip. This is the high mark for the oil, which is well below this point here where the varnish is, and the oil would not be able to cleanly wash that off of the dipstick. So I think this is consistent with what he's found. I think it's quite interesting. I'm going to continue to use this oil. I've got some other data that I'm pulling together for a future update, so stay tuned. But I'm going to continue to use this. I've actually put it into my my SVO Mustang. It's a 4-cylinder turbocharged vehicle, and I've also now running it in my Cadillac CTS-V with the 6-liter LS2 engine. So, like I said, stay tuned to my channel. Don't forget that thumbs up, and we'll see how much better this vehicle runs with this oil.